shit cause I'm on my time, yo, kiss shit cause I'm on my time, yo, kiss shit cause I'm on my time, yo.
Boom, 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 boom. It's Too Real Podcast, bro. We here, bro. We got some guests here today, man. They all artists, independent artists, man. And we just gonna dive in. Everybody gonna introduce themselves. They already know who me and C-Dot is, so we go from my right to the left.
Oh, you already know what it is. Let me pop my shit. It's your girl, Faye Baby, aka Faye Bae. Faye Bae. I'm your ghetto goddess, powerhouse princess of the South, independent artist, straight out of Alabama by way of Atlanta. Let's go.
Okay.
What's going on? I'm with boy T Park. They call me Teron Park for T Park is short, whatever. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm excited to be here on this show, man. So giving y'all some love, some smooth R&B.
Hey, I like that. I'm Miss Casey Baby. That's MZKAYCEE Baby. And I'm a singer, songwriter, artist, upcoming. Okay. Got a single coming soon.
Okay.
Word. Figured I'd plug that in.
Make sure y'all plug all that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm here home is Atlanta right now though. But I'm from Kansas City.
Represent. Oh, y'all already know who I am, so I ain't got
we already.
Why do y'all always do that?
So what's all new, man? What everybody got going on, man? What's like new in everybody else's life before we dive in? You know what I'm saying? What you got going on? What's new with everybody?
Oh, you want to talk to me again?
got the dog.
Look at that Poppy. What you doing, Wookie? I'm an animal lover, tree hugger, plant-based. Okay, that has nothing to do with the music though. So I got a couple of I was going to be just a single, but I think I'm gonna just put a couple of songs on an EP.
Okay.
But definitely a new single called "Bust It" coming soon. Visuals coming soon. As quarantine allows us to open back up. I will be a part of a stage play and a movie this year, so I'm excited about that. Got my lines for that, so hopefully everything is everything, so we can get back to being a little razzle dazzle. Got a photo shoot for a magazine tomorrow. We just moving. Model, actress.
My bad, let me get out there.
Model, acting, and music. That's entertainment. Is my life. PHABABY on the gram though. What's up?
Okay, nice.
Cool. Yeah, I just dropped the album May 15th. So y'all can go get it on all platforms. Y'all want to support, y'all can go to my website, TeronParksMusic.com, and go buy that thing. Actually just signed a Sony maybe like 6 months ago. So shout out to Still Entertainment in the building. So we here, man. We making things happen. We moving. So been doing music for a long time. So so.
Yeah, I kind of jumped the gun a little bit with my single coming out, but I'm excited about it. It's called It's a Mood. It's a mood.
I like that. Word.
Okay. And super excited about it.
Yeah.
It's a mood. Y'all like that?
Yeah, it's dope.
It's gonna give real good vibes, real R&B vibes. I'm definitely bringing it back because I feel like it's time. So I'm super excited about it because this is like my debut. Like this is my first single coming out, so but I've been doing a lot of content on Instagram. I'm doing covers right now. I have a series going with an amazing guitar player. His name is Chess. So y'all can follow him from my page. But yeah, we on a series right now, just singing and vibing. So yeah.
That's one thing. But my bro out. Even though we've been knowing each other over 15 years, but his album. I'm not saying that just because it's my brother, but if you want real R&B, he got it all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you for real, serious. And he brings everything to the table. He's versatile and not just one lane, but he gives you a little bit of everything though.
How disrespectful of me to disrespect my song. Love's Fucked Anchor everywhere. iTunes, Spotify, all streaming platforms. Go check that out. Go look at the video on YouTube. It's sexy, it's sultry, it's me.
See, Faye Baby don't be on her shit. She be on that bullshit.
I be forgetting.
But while we on this R&B tip, let me ask everybody a question then. Because we had this conversation before.
Who knew the questions before we started?
It's all. You about to find out right now. You about to find out right now. Since y'all R&B artists, this is a perfect question for y'all. Which era had the better R&B music? The 70s, the 80s, or the 90s? I would say now, but I ain't gonna say now. Now this ain't really no R&B music. Now what's out right now, I was like mixed like pop. I don't really consider it like R&B music, but I think that's what's missing from the scene too. So it ain't gonna R&B music, but you know, to answer the question, for me, I say 90s. I think the 90s was hitting hard and all. What you want? Go ahead.
I say the 80s.
Why is it?
The reason why, I mean, if you go back into it, it was more groups. It was more, you know, R&B was on the scene. It wasn't really
Whatever you said.
80s.
Go ahead.
Yeah, R&B was on the scene.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, 90s, they was taking all the stuff from the 80s and just remixing it.
That's true. That's what somebody else did.
So like the 80s was bringing it. So the 90s was like, yo, let me just go back and do what they did to get popping again. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's just me. You know what I'm saying?
And there's a lot of that going on right now too.
Oh, a lot, yeah.
We're talking about like
They bringing the
yes.
90s back,
Yes.
and 90s was a good time for me.
Yes.
Yeah, I grew up. I actually grew up on 80s music though.
So you said the 90s is better?
Yeah.
What about you, Fat Baby? You ain't say shit.
I'm just trying to get my goddamn laugh.
Say, baby, what you think?
I agree, the 90s. I gotta agree with
The
you.
feeling was good.
You know what I mean? So,
Like baby making music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we was old enough to understand what was
yeah.
going on. Like 80s music for me, like I was singing it growing up.
Right.
But I didn't know what I was singing about.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like I wasn't relating to it until the 90s when I could understand like, ooh, you know, and getting them real feels.
Right.
So what you think?
I agree. I said 90s myself because, I mean, I listen to a lot of 80s music as well, but I think 90s took it to another notch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you think about the early 90s, you had a little bit of everybody from Jodeci to, even though my man go through his shit, I don't even want to say his name, but you know, he had a lot of, right, I'm not going to do that, but yeah,
we can talk about
but like I said, cause you can separate the man from the music, you know, cause he still made classics, but
man, you tripping.
I mean, I guess you can separate,
the music is undeniable. So.
you know, cause you still got some people in rock and roll who did some shit, you know, or country music who, you know, they did some shit, but yeah, I was definitely 90 because it was a great time for me. And like she was saying, I understood what was going on in it, but it made me feel good, you know, that time and era. But yeah, now I feel it's just a lot of repeating, you know what I mean? A lot of, because if you listen to certain R&B songs, there's definitely a lot of sampling. There's no originality, none of that, man. But
yeah, they just taking it right out the gate. Yeah.
Like, yeah, if you think about it, you know, like everything is, like say for instance, I think Corey said something about how now, you know, everybody can relate to the 90s, but everything is like being, you know, is better. So you think about how time is and how everything is going, not just R&B, like the new millennials, like they doing stuff like TikTok, they doing all this other stuff, so they still, so it's like with our generation, of course, not we can relate to it, but if you really think about it, it's like we got everything from the 80s.
Yeah,
That's
true,
facts.
true. Well, you can say before, you can say
before like it's like the whole like continuous.
When you say we got stuff from the 80s, like what exactly like do you mean? Like what stuff in particular? Like be specific.
Dance moves. You got, you know, harmonies, the looks. I mean, it's just
you can go back. You can say the 70s and the 60s because you think about it. James Brown, most of his songs were sampled probably the most in like hip hop history. Some of his songs, you know, him and there's a few other people, but you could either go before that. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I can understand why you could say the 80s. You know, you think about it, hip hop. Really, it started late 70s, but it. You know, 80s is where it really like took off, and you know, then R&B. But if you think about it, I would say about 70s or the 60s because we had, you know, James Brown and a few other people, and we sample these songs to this day. But I can understand why he said that. But 90s, it was just a different feel.
Yeah. Yep.
Like I always feel like too, like the 90s, like that. I feel like that's what's missing in today's like. I don't know what you would call it now, the R&B music or pop. I don't know what you would call it, but like it was R&B music kind of like set the climate in today's world. Like I feel like that's part of the reason why everybody is so goddamn tense, man, because they ain't no damn R&B music. R&B because like it R&B music like is about love, it's about heartbreak, it's about remaking. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it brings that love back in the air, and I feel like it's so much goddamn rap is so much everywhere. Everybody mad, hated it, hating on each other. It just you can't. This kind of brings what I was saying. You are what you eat. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I just feel like we need to R&B back, man.
So like, I feel y'all and everything, because I'm a new age singer. I'm not gonna let y'all just bang up on the 21st century, because I'm a 21st century R&B singer. I think we got our own little swag or whatever. Like it's definitely fresh. It's definitely new. I think we have a lot of pressure to figure out how to not be archaic with our sounds, to be relevant, to be modern. We have to have content that's, not just rhythm, but, kind of, it has to be rhythmic in the way we manipulate our words and use our syllables and etc. Almost like a rapper has to. We're not just singing ballads anymore, true enough, but it actually, in my opinion, takes a whole lot of thought to do the songs that we do today. And so some of the people that I listen to, like shout out to Jessie Reyes. I mean, she's not even colored, but she's really popping off. Like when I listen to her music, I'm like, yo, the way she writes her songs is so fucking creative. You know what I mean? And you got to, Janae Aiko. She set the tone, like for how you cross over to being cool enough to have R&B music for not only just our brothers, but our rappers to be like vibing to. Rappers will vibe to, urban communities, urban clubs, etc. vibe to as well. So I think that while there is, because what I'm hearing is like some of the old R&B singers are struggling, trying to be modern, trying to be relevant. It's a hard thing to do, like to find music that's catchy, that's going to allow you to still sing, but it lets you have your cool points and still be memorable at the same time. How do you make legendary music that's timeless, but that's also current and relevant, so that it even catches at this day and time is a thought process when you're in the studio in the lab while you're writing. So shout out to all of the people that I rock with. Luke James, shout out to Luke James. He's phenomenal. If you hear me, boo, call me. I'm just kidding. But Luke James, it's a couple of others that really get in there and really just actually be singing. They singing. What you got?
Yeah, well, Faye, I agree with her. Like, I was just saying, like, as far as the 90s, it was just like a golden era for me. But I do agree with you. It's because there's a lot of creative, like, new artists out there that's actually doing it. And I think, in my opinion, it's harder to create something now, like a classic now, because most of everything has already been done. And, on top of that, you know what I mean? So I give credit to a lot of new artists. I do listen to a lot of these new R&B artists, and you got somebody here that's killing it. But I think it's more pressure on them to actually come up with, certain songs or try to come up with a classic, because like you said, everything you think of has been done. You can relate that to sports. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with the Jordan and LeBron thing. You know what I mean? So when it comes to music, I always think of it like that. But yeah, it's definitely pressure on these new cats to try to come up with something.
Definitely.
You got to surround yourself around creatives who keep your mind, fresh and new. And you can learn from everybody. I don't just listen to R&B. In fact, being an R&B artist, I actually listen to more rap than
That's good.
anything. It's crazy.
But I hear that a lot too.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Well,
R&B artists?
No, how rap artists, they don't listen to other rap artists, and vice versa. R&B artists don't really listen to other R&B artists like that. They listen to rap. Yeah.
I listen to rap crazy.
Definitely, that was a good point. Cause shout out to my man Doc Marv. He actually helped me write my album too. But he's a rapper. Like he's a straight rapper. So because it helps with different cadence. Basically keeping up to the 21st century. So it helps with different cases, how to not just stand in the flat out R&B mode, because it can get boring. You know what I'm saying? It can get boring. You can't stand like the straight R&B, even though it's smooth. You just can't stay in the same R&B mode, the whole time. So you have to have different, really catchy hooks, just like a hip hop joint. So you can't. I mean, you just can't stay straight R&B mode. You know what I'm saying? That's what when people hear my album, like, yo, bro, your album's like a breath of fresh air, because it's like we don't know what to expect the next song. It's like each song don't sound the same. Right. So
y'all got something to say?
I say it up to you.
Y'all feel like P Diddy gonna bring back the R&B?
Bruh.
I feel P Diddy trying to bring back R&B. Y'all good with that? They're making a band. Y'all trying to do making a band? No.
You should keep it at day 26.
Was that? Yeah.
Man, Diddy, come on. Like, okay, I'm not Diddy. I fuck with you. You rich and shit. I get it. But like, I just think that while he has an affinity for R&B, I still think that he has an issue. Ooh, heavy word, trigger word. Sorry, not issue. I think that he has a dilemma on his hands in finding the sound that's relevant, considering that music is not with the North right now. No disrespect. Music is they run.
Right.
Up top had they run, but the sound is not necessarily with the North right now. And R&B is not like your old Mary J. Blige right now. You know what I mean? So, and I honestly think that the market is so saturated with music that groups don't necessarily have a desire to collectively create a sound because they don't want to divide the small profits, these days. So I don't know if a band is the move. I don't know if, choreography, that, you know what I mean, joints is not, that's not the move, that's not the wave. It used to be though, you know what I mean? So like you said, rappers, I'm glad you said that, rappers kind of tell you a lot of what's happening, what the trends are, because they're the voices of the streets, so you got to keep your ears to the streets. So I listen to a lot of rap because I'm like, what they talking about now? You know what I mean? What are they saying? Because I mean, my song "Love's Fuck Thank You" is a mix between a ballad, because my inspirations are Whitney Houston, etc. So I'm a full power singer, but I saw Fantasia find issues, trying to be relevant. I saw Jennifer Hudson find issues trying to stay relevant. I saw Chrisette Michele find issues trying to stay relevant with the beautiful voice. Like they all are amazing singers. I look up to them, but I see them, being outshadowed by, the kind of rap singers. Anaya Lamise is blazing right now. Like I'm like, wow, she's clearly a lyrical, lyricist, but she just figured out how to put, music to it. So I don't know. I'm interested to see. I watched the show The Four.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, with Diddy. I watched the show The Four. I saw some amazing artists come out of the show. I mean, I saw the winner. She's not buzzing right now in my lane. She hasn't reached the top, in my world. What I took from the show was Leah Janae. Leah Janae is an amazing singer. She's blazing right now, but she's having to figure out her own lane. Dawn from the show Making the Band, she's trying to carve her own lane right now. She's, persistent, and that was incredible because that was spun out of Making the Band or whatever. So I mean,
she was doing a whole different genre.
Yeah,
of R&B when she started with Diddy making the band. It was with the group. She was doing R&B, and now she's more. What would you call it? What's her genre?
She's like literally carving her own. Like I don't even know how to place her no more, but I like it because you have to reinvent yourself. I think a good example of that for us right now is Beyonce. She figures out how to find the hot shit and hop in there, whether it's popular for her fan base.
She's like female Drake.
Yeah, whether you know what I mean. Like Beyonce just figures out who's popping, and I know she has a team of writers and blah blah. Well, I don't know, Beyonce. You might write your own shit. I don't know, but I mean, they keep her relevant. They keep her popping. They keep her using the right words, the right cadences. They like keep her on the right beats. Like they figure out how to remix things where she can be in there and make it new. Like she did amazing with Megan Thee Stallion's song. Like I didn't even like the song before she got on that.
As far as like, cause you have to change with the times. Cause you try to do the same stuff back then, you will get left behind. Like, and go back to hip hop. It's certain artists who can change, with times, and that's why the longevity they've been having longevity. Like you think somebody like Busta Rhymes, somebody you can say Hov, you can say let me see who else get changed with times. It's like you put them on any song and they can keep up with today's time. You think Busta Rhymes? You can say Fat Joe. You can say Fat Joe. Yeah, it's like certain people you could put in. That's why Fab. Yeah, definitely Fab. People who've been in the game 20 plus years, and it's like all about the times. Cause you have certain, you have these older artists get mad. Well, they wanted their way, but it's not like that. If they understand, they know music change, it evolves. So you know what I'm saying. So right. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying. So.
And Beyonce be doing that.
Right,
She be
right,
like, oh, so Cardi popping? Let's get
Right.
Oh, so Megan popping? Let's get on with pop. You know what I mean?
So speaking of hip hop and R&B, like I want to get a little deeper since we got to touch of the surface of what we talking about. So Lizzo and you got Megan Thee Stallion, right? So I know y'all heard about what Lizzo did to the Lakers at the Lakers game, right? Yeah. The whole ass cheeks out on the kids, everything, all everywhere on the TV, right?
Right.
So what is it? So why do people? So you got her, and then you got Megan Thee Stallion. Lizzo she'll be in her bathing suit. She's shunned. They can tell her to get the fuck out of here, right? But you got Megan Thee Stallion. She could be half-ass naked. But they cheering that shit on. So what is that? Like why do you think they have that? They shun Megan Thee Stallion. I mean they shun Lizzo. But when Megan Thee Stallion's half naked,
Let me chime in on that.
I got mine. I'll be real with you, bro. I don't want to see a big ass like that, bro. I just be real. I don't want to see it.
Hold on, man. The BBWs out here making it work. There's a lot of niggas I don't listen. They might hit it on a late night, but there's a lot of BBWs out here making it work. But listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I think the difference between them two was how they're doing it. Even though Megan does it on her page, but Lizzo does it. She did it in public with kids around But listen, I ain't giving no excuse. Listen. I ain't giving no excuse. But
Cause Megan be out there.
Megan be out there, but
Megan ain't she on the internet?
But you haven't seen her do that. That's the internet, though. You gotta think about it.
Kids is on the internet too, bro.
Okay, but who fault is that? Like, that's her page. You can't tell her to do with her page. That's her page. Now, it's a difference. We out in public. She out here flashing. That's a difference. I with my kids, you know what I'm saying? But if she's on her page, she's a grown woman. You can't tell her to do something with her page. Right. That's her. That's how she works her page. You can't tell somebody whatever you want to post, but bro, don't post that. Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? I love to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I ain't go.
BBW or Megan Thee Stallion?
Both are beautiful, bro. Both are beautiful. But like I said, if that's her page, then she can do whatever she wants to. You know what I'm saying? So,
shout out to Lizzo. Okay, I love her energy. I love how free she is, and I seen. I think it was when Diddy went live. He was doing a recent campaign or something to raise money, and I think Drea Michelle hopped on there and she did her little twerking thing, and then Lizzo got on there and Diddy shut it down. Yeah, he did.
Wow. You said exit stage left, motherfucker. That's what he said. No, he didn't say that.
He didn't say that, but he was like, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna do that here, and I didn't think that was fair because he let Drea, with a nice body, do her want to. I don't think it's fair when it comes to that.
Yeah, I didn't even see that.
Yeah,
no, I ain't seen that.
It was. Yeah,
but I really think she's creating a lane. You know what I'm saying? It's probably gonna be more female artists like that is gonna come out and do something else. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I just think I just like that she's just free about it. You know what I'm saying? She's not worried.
She got a good spirit too, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
she's not insecure about her body. That's and that's women empowerment.
And that's all about artistry anyway.
Yeah.
What? Being half naked?
No, just like she's not worried about what people think.
Exactly.
Like she just.
And that's
entertaining.
What it's about. As an artist, you should
what's
be
wrong,
like
what's wrong
that.
with Lizzo, bro?
Yeah,
don't be real.
I mean, I think that you want to know my honest opinion. I believe that Lizzo would honestly be excited to be a baddie. You know what they consider the quintessential baddie. Right. She would give her probably her left leg a heel.
I think she feel like she is.
I think she would. But I also know that people even have a false sense of confidence. But the false sense of confidence is necessary. You got to fake it till you make it. You know what I mean? When you get to a place where, maybe your life can change, your decisions can change, and you can, more or less so embrace the process of having a better version of you, then you can embrace that, that new you, that's the new normal. That's your new normal. I'm also skinny and I'm fine too. I think her confidence just has a lot to do with your personality, because some people be dead ass wrong, but, be loud about it, and it's okay. It's okay. I think it works for her brand because it empowers a lot of people, because that is a norm. That is a social norm. There are people who are overweight or shaped ill or whatever you want to call it, and they have never felt as bold and beautiful. Like, they don't even know how to express themselves. And I would be sad if I never had the opportunity to express myself in that way. Yeah. Because I get out and I be busting it wide open right now. Like, you know what I mean? If I was like anywhere.
Yes, keep this conversation up. I got something. Go ahead.
You know what I mean? If I was like, if I ever was like 300 pounds, like, no, I can't bust it down, honey. I mean, that's that skinny girl shit. I would feel like trapped and inhibited. I would feel so muted and so, you know what I mean, muzzled. And I would want to have the opportunity where I could be free and people be like, yes, girl, yes. And that's where we are now because, you know, it's not, there's no more fat shaming. And then you have drag queens who have made it be like, bitch, whatever you want to look like, bitch, go out there with confidence. Who gonna tell you you not beautiful? You know, if you think you beautiful, like it's a bold statement, but it has helped pull people out of dark places. So I think she's the poster child for like confidence, even if it's false.
I think that she's more known for being butt ass naked on the ground than that she is her music. She only got that one song, and that's it. And then she got the Laker incident. That's really the. And then she get the.
Did you haven't listened to her music?
I mean, I heard one song, but that's
That's why.
I mean,
I said she's an amazing artist,
but she's been known. She's more known for that than it is her music, though. That's what I'm saying. Like she shouldn't be putting herself. But I will agree. Like it's like the more she put herself out there, like half-ass naked,
the shock value.
Yeah, she's getting more recognition. She's getting more looks, more views. It's kind of fucked up, but you know,
it could be a strategy though.
It's a strategy. Like, why would you not do that?
What you mean?
Absolutely, you gotta do something to kind of create a little controversy. It's controversial. You'll have people, you know what I mean, having confrontation about it. That creates, you know, trend and viral, all types of activity. You're like, hey, okay, by the way, right here, why men great when they wanna be, you know what I mean, like. You know what I mean? So I think even if it is strategy, it works. It's unfortunate the environment we in, because I have to do stupid shit all the time too to get y'all attention.
And I don't think she cares.
She don't get no damn.
Like still too, like with, you know, I mean, you said you know, like some people like fake it till they make it. You know what I'm saying? Now with even saying that, you can fake it until you make it, and it look like you got it.
Right.
So when opportunity come, it passes you because you looking like you got it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that can be like a, you know, because some people live by that. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
Like, oh, I got this, I got that, and then you're like, man, I ain't gonna help. He already got it. Let me help the next person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you really don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to keep up.
We seen
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
that.
I'm not a fake it till you make it type artist.
So you want to show your skill? Like what you're saying? Like
Yes, I have an amazing voice,
I agree. I heard. Yeah, I totally agree.
and I have to look. I look gorgeous too. I just don't. I just feel like I don't. You know, people shouldn't have to try so hard.
And that's what I feel like she's doing.
I don't feel like Lizzo. When we talk about Lizzo,
I agree with both of y'all.
Really?
I think she's trying a little bit.
I don't
Lizzo was out
really
way before she did. Really, like I said, until she started showing her ass and her titties. That really when she started popping. Like she had music.
She had that song. I don't think she needed to show her, but I don't.
Right.
That's why I say I agree with both of y'all because she had the song, she had the skill, whatever. But it's like, okay, when she started doing that, she became bigger. Right. But I don't think she needed to do that because her music can speak for itself. So
I do feel like she being herself though. I just feel like she just.
You have to do what has not been done. Tell me what other plus size singer who don't first sound like a gospel singer, one, okay, or opera singer, like, and she got both training. I could tell in her voice. I could tell she could bust down a gospel song, and I could tell she could belch out some notes like an opera singer. But she's figured out how to make it poppy. She's figured out how to find a lane. Now, what big bitch do you know out here twerking, wearing neon clothes and looking like wearing my lace fronts and like popping like.
Adele ain't like that.
I'll bullshit. I'll bullshit.
So,
she's skinny as fuck now, I think.
Yeah, Adele ain't Adele no more.
and forgive me if I'm wrong. Any big beautiful woman, I think that even in the spotlight, they only start to embrace that because you have to love yourself, because you don't want to even fake. You don't even want to accept that it makes you sad. To be honest, like you have to kind of deny depression almost sometimes, not to fall into it.
That could be.
You know,
because of some actions.
But I think that for them, those who do be in the spotlight and they feel as if it's okay to start to say, well, I mean, I'm not just the big girl anymore. It's usually a health concern. Like somebody brings it to, so for my health, I want to lose weight. No, you've been wanting to lose weight.
Right.
But, you know, putting that before the media, like, that's the reason I have to lose weight. So, you know, my big girl campaign has to end, or it's going to end soon. I hope y'all still find me popping. I still hope I'm the velvet teddy bear after I lose weight.
Right.
You know what I mean? But your girl about to lose, or your boy about to lose weight. You know what I mean? So it's not that fat girl shit or that fat boy shit no more. And really, honestly, I would have loved to see myself like this a long time ago. So I'm actually happy to be doing this right now. They usually get on that campaign. I think it's almost written in that campaign by their publicists. You know, you're gonna do this for X, Y, Z. Just be ridiculous. And you know, like what? Who was it? Rick Ross and a couple other them who was just like showing their belly, and then next day you look and you're like, wait.
It became a trend. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why I have a problem with. That's why when you said don't nobody want to see that. I said who, because you can't, you know, like we go back to the double standard. We go back to the double standard thing, man. Like you said, she said Ross can do it. We come out, we see Lizzo. You like, bro, I don't want to see that. But like no disrespect to Shay. Shout out to her over there. If you want a relationship though, like, come on, bro. I mean, we all done had that experience once in our life. Yeah, you
Nah, bro.
bro.
Nah, bro. You done told on yourself, right?
Yeah.
You told on
So we know you got type.
No, I didn't look. I don't discriminate. Listen, this is my man. I don't discriminate. Listen, I'm in a relationship, but I know back then you that.
She wasn't big like Lizzo.
Oh, you tell it on yourself. What you talking about? Oh, she wasn't big. She wasn't big. She wasn't big, but she was big.
She wasn't Lizzo big, but.
But she would be, that's what I'm saying. So, but like you tell it on yourself now, bro.
I mean, hey. Look, like you say, everybody experience some things in their lifetime. You know what I'm saying? You had something you want to say?
No. Go ahead.
Look, let me go and change that, bro. Everybody got the experience back then. You know, it is what it is. You know. Next subject, we're gonna do it like this. So this thing always be puzzling me too. Since y'all want to talk about double standards and shit. Then what we gonna talk? Do y'all feel? Cause this is what I'm saying. That half naked shit that they be doing on the Instagram, and you know, just misogynistic behavior. I feel like that shit that y'all doing. Well, I ain't gonna say y'all, but women specifically, but some women on Instagram and shit be promoting that misogynistic behavior. You understand what I'm saying? You can't be half-ass naked on the ground, and then when a nigga jump in your IG thing, I'm trying to find out what that mouth do. Then what I'm saying, you can't expect a nigga send you a dick pic and be wondering why nigga send it.
Yes, you can.
Elaborate. Please elaborate.
And then y'all.
Cause I'm so glad.
Go ahead.
I'm glad you mentioned the dick pic and thing. I'm not a fan. FYI, y'all watching.
That's a good thing.
Because when I can't say that I haven't gotten any. I've gotten dick pics before. And the first thing that comes to my mind when I get that dick pic is, you know, like I think too much into it. Like I want to know, how did you get yourself together to adjust the phone to say, yeah, I know she about to, you know what I'm saying? Let me get this angle right here.
She probably took 10 pictures before you.
Probably.
I don't like that. The thought of that is what turns me off. Like, cause and then I'll respond like such. Like, what made you? I want to know.
You want to know what?
How did you gather yourself to get bold to send me that without warning, without hey, you know, beautiful, how you doing?
So
you look good.
Is that
just straight out the gate, like out the gate? I want to know.
Yeah. Is that classified? That's classified as misogynistic behavior, right? Would you
for a man?
Yeah. Like him sending like dick pics and shit like that, right?
No.
What? How would you define that?
I don't like it.
Listen what I'm saying.
I think it's thirst.
Yeah, I guess.
So let me let you know. If you're listening, you send a little dick pic here. Now you thirsty as fuck. Okay,
it's weird
you weird. You like you socially awkward. Like your man's is your brethren. Your brethren don't look after you. They don't tell you that's not good. That's stupid. You don't do that. You go too far. You sing your balls in your picture. What is your problem?
Like,
you don't do that.
No,
like,
oh my God,
like
this shit
it's
can
one.
get anywhere.
I can
like, she
see.
could just be sending this to the homie because I've done that too.
It's like I just twerked. It's just a thong, or I can see if I was playing with my coochie. Like when you go into putting your genitals, you're taking it too far.
Exactly.
I can give you my silhouette. I can give you and me a 2-piece. I can give you me twerking. We didn't ask for your response.
But I mean,
for your genitals, like your nude, not your nude genitals. Like I get masturbation. Like they be jacking themselves in the video, and I'm like, yo, like you have issues. You need to see a doctor.
Like how
you need to talk to your. You got daddy issues. Like what's you ain't got no friends.
You just like that, do that off of a picture, off of a post.
Listen, when you can't like I be telling my girl, you can't expect everybody to be mentally mature, man. Everybody is not gonna be on that level, like the level that y'all on.
Okay,
so when you put in
it,
huh?
Are we excusing it?
No, I'm not excusing. I'm not saying the nigga is obviously sick, obviously. But I'm saying, but you can't goddamn. It's like y'all be expecting everybody to be on the same level, bro. You can't be like, I don't know. Think about it like this. If you a young nigga, right? You got kids, and I just thought about this shit. And you in the school in the classroom, a little nigga pull out the phone. Look at this nigga mama, bro. This nigga have nigga. That is embarrassing as a young nigga, bro. I don't know if I was my mama, I'd be looking like I be in the corner somewhere. That's just me. But it's just like
they dialogue is you just mad because my mama look better than yours. Like they going there. Like you mad because my mama bad. Like and your mama whack. Like she fat. Like your mother old. Like your mother whack. Your mother not relevant. Like it depends on how like big she is. If she's like an influencer in any way, my mother's popping. Like my mother is a. You know what I mean? Like my mother's Megan Thee Stallion. Your mother is, Betty Wright. Like what the fuck?
But that's why I agree with both of y'all. But at the same time, like he's saying, if you putting that's all you putting out there, and that's what we see. Our first thought would be like, yeah, you keeping that energy. Like, okay, that's what she about then. So I'm gonna try and see what she about. And
sliding in the DMs. I don't see you sending dick pics.
No dick pic. I say that shit whack too. I don't understand why they. Yeah, there ain't nobody doing that shit. But if a nigga seeing that, then he definitely gonna slide them DMs to see what you about, cause that's what we are.
That's a man thing.
No, it is, but that's what I'm saying. We are nasty. We are born nasty. Like I said, my son, he humping stuff at 1 year old. I told you that last night. He tearing them pillows up, but it just.
Where did he get that from?
We just born like that. That's a man thing. That's a man thing. He been watching me. That's what I'm saying.
He
that's
doing that.
Yes, that's a man. Listen, that's a boy.
I've never.
You never seen the
I have nephews.
See, you don't see them all the time. Do you see them every
all the time?
At their moment, at every moment? I'm telling you, that's just a man. It's a man. It's just it's a male. It's a male. It's a natural thing.
So
I'm telling you.
When you was young?
I probably did.
Oh
I probably did. I know I was humping stuff at like 4 or 5.
I was looking at
myself.
Yeah. And playing with it, you want to know. You curious, like. But it's a male thing. Trust me. Like I can't tell y'all how to react when y'all have certain stuff going on with your body, but I know as a male, you just have stuff going on you don't understand. It's just like we wake up, we have an erection for no reason. It's just like that. I mean, we can't explain it.
Yeah.
It's just us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, because you was talking. Go ahead.
I'm saying that's how it is.
Yeah,
no, like for real.
It go back to self-confidence, man.
No, that's just how it is. Like for it's different for female and for a male, but that's just how we. I mean, I'm pretty sure some girls. They touch themselves in the shower or something when they because they curious about their body too. So they don't know.
Okay, y'all ain't ready for me.
Jesus. Come on, Fat.
Jesus, I'm gonna make it heavy. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, make it heavy, because I'm just saying
you
gotta keep that same energy, Faye. That's all I'm saying. You goddamn can't be doing that shit, bro. Like I'm just saying.
I'm gonna bring it back.
I'm waiting for the I'm just thinking like I said, the way I'm thinking. If that's supposed to be, I don't know if it's just a male thing or what, but if I see something like that, I mean, I'm thinking, do you want to get married and shit? Like, you can't be, and you out there, put out there like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we do. We attack, like, we are predators.
That's
so we
what I'm
see
saying.
something, we like, okay.
Well, I want to say predators. Don't say predators. You know what I'm saying?
No, but you always gotta take it.
No, I'm just saying no, because everybody gonna see that shit and then they gonna think of something else, bro.
Right, you talking about the old right? I know. God damn, bro. Like,
We know what you're talking about.
I got yeah.
That's so funny.
bro, you do it all.
Go ahead, Faye. Go ahead.
Okay, so you know, sexual activity in adolescence can be. It's arguably true that it stems from a number or a plethora of things. It can stem from iniquity. Okay, so unresolved issues in their forefathers. So if you didn't bury that as a father, if you were promiscuous, or if there were any sexual deviances that occurred in your bloodline or your family tree amongst the men or the women of the family, it can be inherently innate for your seeds to come out, like absolving their entire innocence and just carrying your guilt or your father's guilt. So I happen to be able to attest to it, like when I start searching my universe for answers about my sexual nature, that it was innate. Like it came, my mother's, you know, like my mom's mom, like whether or not they were sexual goddesses or what did they or whatever they evolved into. At first, it just started off as just premature, just premature. It was just a shadow of innocence, and you know. We have those secrets in our families that we don't like to talk about, because it's taboo and it's tough. These are tough conversations, but you know what I mean. If you just keep it a book, keep it 1,000, like you know, at 2 and 3, like you know, 1 and 2 and stuff. It's like what? That's my child though. That's your child. That's your seed. Because you have on the other side of the world this angelic kid who ain't even think about touching it until they were 19. Like they were on a whole nother level. Like so for me, like my truth happens to be not that cute, and it directly attributed to my sexual activity, but it also directly attributes to like my sexual mastery these days. So however you want to deal with it, you know, I think that I have laid to rest the burdens of kind of that iniquity that followed me, my family, like the women in my family. Like I think I buried it. It broke with me. So I don't think my daughters have to deal with it on the level that I had to deal with it. But it did leave me like hormonally, like when my hormones raging and I'm confused. I'm not even really sure why I'm behaving this way. And I can remember being 3, 4, 5, doing stuff I wasn't supposed to. But I also was a victim. And my mother was a victim, and my grandmother was a victim, and my sisters were victims. You know what I mean? Like, and it keeps going back, like slavery. Like you know, they were victims. So and sometimes we don't deal with it because we're not aware enough. We're not educated enough. We're not insightful enough to realize that's something you have to divinely divorce in order for you to not have that carry on into your children. But I mean, I know I went heavy. Y'all ain't want that. Sorry, but that's the truth.
No, ain't not, man. I learned some new shit today, so I learned some new shit today, so you got something else you want to say? Anybody else? Y'all good on that? Y'all ain't nothing to say? Next subject, y'all good?
Let's go.
Hey, so check this out. I know y'all heard about what, you know, the Doja Cat thing and shit, right? So
I heard a little bit.
So how Doja Cat be dipping in and out of, you know, go back to her little white side, and you know, I don't know. I just feel like mixed people shouldn't say the N-word, bro. I just feel like that, like especially they shouldn't be allowed, especially after what Doja Cat, because I feel like we're just like it's a part of, like you said, I feel like we too nice, man. Like I don't know, it's like I feel like we are blessing the white side. Like I don't know, they can go back and talk about us as much as they want to, but when they get it's almost like cultural appropriation. So that's kind of like how I feel about it. Okay. So it's just like I just feel like they shouldn't be allowed to.
You saying mixed people?
Mixed people.
I wouldn't say that because I wouldn't say that, bro. I wouldn't say that.
Elaborate, bro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that because it's all about what you stand for one. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, J. Cole is
who your enemies is, bro. That's how I feel about it. You want to know who your enemies is.
Shit, we got some of our own people that's our own enemies. It's our worst enemies. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Well, you don't know that. You don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say well, mixed people, you know what I mean? Because you got some mixed people that's darker than us, and you don't even know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain people out there, just because they got white parents, you don't know what they stand for, though. If you know what they stand for, then I can see you saying that. But on the other end, if you saying because, they have a white parent, then, well, they shouldn't be able to say that word. But how would you know that if you don't know how they became mixed? For one, you don't know how it became, like you said, bring back the slavery day. Like I said, you could be, all mixed, exactly. So just think about it, bro. You look at your shape. I'm saying you could be red, I can go deep into this shit, right? Hold on.
You said we all mixed. I'm just trying to find out. You said you mixed.
Because I'm chocolate, I can't be mixed.
No, you can be. I mean, I just didn't.
You know, I'm gonna say you don't see these fucking features. Do these look like your quintessential Negro features?
Hey, I don't know what you. So what are you doing?
Nah, anyway. So, no, I definitely I believe, just like most people, when they do their ancestry test, they discover pieces of their heritage their culture coming from many nations. So you can't negate the fact that we all could be mixed. But I it's like, I'm gonna be objective. I'm gonna try to see it from both sides of the coin. I think that if a person was mixed and they, inherently identify with their parents that are white, perhaps they were mixed and their parents divorced and they were raised with their mom's new husband and they're both white and they was raised in a white community with a white neighbor, you know what I mean? You can't just come to the hood and be like, what up my nigga, all of a sudden, because you definitely don't know nothing about that life. But I believe for the people that it comes naturally to are the ones who were raised, you know what I mean? Like, they had a rough, and some people, by some people's definition, mixed people had it harder. They didn't know who to identify with. They had to identify. They have identity crises that we can't even identify with, because all we think is beauty. Beauty. We think the best of both worlds. We think tokens. Like, we can't even identify that they have an issue at night because I don't know if I can be black tomorrow, if I can be white tomorrow. Like, I don't know what they want. I don't even know what fits me. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm a mutt. Real talk. I'm a real live mutt. So
I think what he was talking about was like, I think I feel where you're coming from though.
Where I'm coming from. Go ahead, please.
So, if there's a white mother and a black father, are you concerned that maybe the white mother behind the scenes might be using the N-word as well?
Of course.
Okay.
So here's the thing with that. Like,
that's a different scenario. Good.
That's your. That may not even be the case, you know what I'm saying? And for me, I mean, if it is, that's what they're doing behind the scenes. I feel like as long as it's not brought to the surface,
That's fake, man.
But I mean, they might not be doing that. They might not even be living like that. I don't know. My sister's mixed, and she's very much uses the N-word. I think it may be like what you said, all in how they're raised too, like what you're raised around your environment.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you can't just say they can't say
use
it.
it.
Like, they can't use it.
Do they get to use both of them? Like,
No, he's
when they
saying
black
that
friends,
they're
do they get to
mixed.
talk? Do they get to say cracker?
Just in general.
And
They
I mean,
shouldn't say
they
shit
shouldn't
like
say shit,
that, man.
right?
They
I think they
shouldn't say
should.
nothing like
I think they lose their
The
card.
N-word should be buried, period.
And the C-word, right?
Yeah,
They don't
all
get to
this
say
should be
none of
buried.
it.
You can't
Okay.
really say,
Like I say, niggas. What is?
how are they saying it?
But niggas, like Kendrick Lamar said, what does that mean though?
Yeah, it depends on how they use it.
Yeah, it's a bit.
It don't matter, bro.
No. It's a different definition though for niggas. Like in the English language, is not the original language, bro. That's what I'm saying. So it can get deep. It can get deeper, bro. That's what I'm saying. So
And
how
that should
you
be
know?
how everybody using it. Yeah,
Yeah, right. So
how everybody using it. Not
what about
just
Malcolm
one
X?
person.
Was Malcolm X? Should he had used it?
Well, you talking about some deep shit. I don't know about it. What you talking about? I don't know. You said it was what now?
No, I said Malcolm X. Malcolm X.
Me personally, I feel like nobody. It should be dead, bro. That's my person.
But hold on. You said mixed people though. You said mixed people.
I feel like mixed people shouldn't say it. Yeah, but I'm just saying like.
But it was okay.
Like,
That's why I brought up Malcolm X. So should Malcolm X be able to use it?
No, he should. Well, is he mixed? No, he ain't mixed, right? That's what I thought. No.
He ain't.
No, he ain't mixed.
What is his mother?
See, bro, you see.
No, what I'm saying. I'm giving facts. I'm giving facts. Bro.
Let me look at this show. What What was his mama, bro?
Look it up. I was saying, you said she was. You said you already knew.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what his mama. I don't know. What was his mama black too, right?
Okay, look it up. Give me the answer after you look it up. Then, if you knew, you already knew that.
I get surprised sometimes. Like we was talking about it earlier off camera. I didn't know that Danny Lee, the artist, I didn't know she was mixed. I thought she was white. And I've listened to her music, and she uses the N-word in her songs, and it was like a shock to me. So I had to do my research, you know. But she don't get backlash for it. So you saying like a mixed person like that shouldn't use it?
He said.
Like what's your
why do you think it shouldn't be said at all?
Yeah.
Like from both races, right?
Yeah.
I mean, well, because I know it's a negative connotation behind it. That's why I'm saying like it's just negative. Period. I don't give a damn how you twist it. It's just fucking negative. It's almost like a trigger word. Like you can't. I feel like it's. I don't know if it be. You know, watching movies or whatever, you know, with the, what's that shit called? The Winter Soldier? You know how the motherfucker be saying, you say certain words and shit. You say certain words and shit, and motherfucker be, snap back into that shit, the way he came from on Winter Soldier. I kind of feel like that's what it is with us. Like, we keep calling each other's nigga, we're not advancing, we're not moving forward, and we keep staying in that same mind frame of a fucking nigga, bro, because we ain't no niggas, man. We been past that.
But we be using it.
You know what? I think when it gets if you're talking about the perspective that I could think being even a darker brown woman, I think because Eva just got backlash for using nappy head, and she's mixed on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they were trying to get her to understand you can't say nappy head, and she's like, I'm a black woman, I can say whatever I want to say, and it's like no. When it comes, it's levels to this, right? So I think that's what you're saying. Like you're a fair-skinned woman with curly hair, who are considered more of a staple of beauty than your average black woman with nappy or dry, undesirable hair. Right. And so for you to be talking about nappy-headed, it was a dig. Right. It was a dig. It wasn't saying that, you know, all right, nappy roots like. T-Pain would be saying no shit like that. It's not the same. It didn't come across the same. There is a separation, and you are part of that separation.
Yeah,
so
it's definitely insensitive.
Yeah. So I think when you think about how mixed people came about, a lot, especially as far as American history is concerned, it was the slave owners having sex with the slaves, and some of their kids being considered token kids and getting to come in the house and better than your niggas. So, and you can't even identify, some of them had inheritances and wealth transfers and etc. So it's almost like they don't get to identify with the brotherhood or sisterhood we've developed as slaves coming straight from the field, staying on the field and never evolving from the field until we were emancipated. So how can you say anything like about a nigga? Right. You not one of my niggas? Right. And you definitely wasn't treated like a nigga. Right. So you just stay away from nigga. You know what I mean? Like you don't get the pain. You don't get why there's a camaraderie with the word. So just stay off. It's levels to it. I guess that's what I think. It kind of goes to that. Right. Maybe.
Well, I can understand that.
What you find?
No, I was looking up again, so I can pull it up again because I know I wasn't tripping. It's the way. Okay, Malcolm X is. I want to say grandmother. Like I said, she was raped by the white man. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. So just because he's that way because of a rape, you can't say, well, nigga, you can't say that because you biracial. It's like how most of us are, like our tone of our skin, because most of our great parents was raped. You know what I'm saying? But for you to say, well, you mix, you can't say that. You don't know what we stand for. That's what I'm saying. It's hard for you to even come out and say those words because you don't know what goes on in that, what happened in that bloodline. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, I mean, when you look at it that way, it's hard to say. You know what I mean? So, I get deep.
I agree with that. It's created fraternity amongst us. Like the word has really, like we took the sorrow and all of the alienation associated with the word, and we've kind of made it like You know what I mean? Like
we can say it's a greeting.
And we've created like it's a privilege only for fraternal members. Like you're not a part of this frat. Like you ain't in this clique. Don't be using shit. Don't say our lingo. You not a Kappa, my nigga. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like that's where we at with it. Like it's so funny how we control culture so much that people desire to say that.
Exactly.
How you desire to say the word? Like
and they let you know we run all
that we run culture.
Yeah, we run this shit.
I'm sorry,
That's
my
a
white
good way to
friend.
put it right there.
We run this shit.
Okay.
I guess I mean shit. I ain't really think about it like that, but I guess y'all put that shit light on me, man. So I don't know, man. I guess I don't know. I don't know. Can't really. But I'm learning something new. I learned something new. You can't really. I guess you can say that's what it is. But I'm me. Like I said, I'm black and white. I guess. I don't know. She be saying I'm black and white, but you know, you just that's just how I am.
I hate the word. They be trying to call y'all ninjas.
What word?
Ninjas. I be like, man, ninjas make me sick. You know, niggas and flies. The more I despise, the more I love niggas, the more I love these fucking flies. You know what I mean? So the word should be dead, but it is kind of it's a code of fraternal order, I believe, like fraternal order of blackness. Like we get to say it, so. Every now and then you might be like, hold up, my nigga, what's up? Like, what's good? You know what I mean?
What's so crazy? People get more offended if you call them a god. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got a certain offense. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But they get offended by that for some reason. Like, or other people might hear that. They be like, God, like, why would you get offended by that? Because that's what you are. Like, why would you get offended by that? That always puzzled me, though. Like, oh, God, what you mean? You know, they get so tight and shit, but I never understood that. I really to this day, because that's what we man, I swear. But that's what you are. That's what you are. I mean, he's supposed to, because that's what he is. We all are.
Is that why you feel like he's entitled to, you know, when he be doing all these baby mamas he got going?
Well, that's different. That's different, bro. That's different. Like, that's different. You know what I'm saying? That you know.
He's part of what I be saying. Like,
shoot up the club. Shoot.
Like he part of what I be saying. Like, I can only imagine what we going through future here with these girls. He be seeing these girls be half naked on the ground. I guarantee you, he probably come at them like that.
Right.
And then, you know, I be trying to understand like why, like how he can
Okay then. Yes.
She got to pour a fan out.
I like it.
I ain't mad at you. But just
my afro.
You say afro?
Yeah, my afro glam.
You got the glam. Mm-hmm. She funny, boy.
And look at it though. Like, I want y'all to see the detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
I like it.
It almost matched my skirt.
So how do y'all feel about it though? Like, I always wondered that why is women like? Because I'm pretty sure Eliza Random. He gonna what's he trying to knock over? What's her name? Lori Harvey now too. That's not gonna be his last baby mama.
No.
Why?
What's up with y'all in that? Can we ask that question?
Ask the question. Go ahead. Ask me.
I like Future. I'm
ask me. What did you have to ask?
Okay, so why do guys feel a responsibility, like as they start to delve into their superior nature or their highest essence? Some guys feel it a responsibility of them to share their seed and leave a version of them a version of them in every country or in multiple cultures or in multiple like girls like I need a mic in Chinese. I need a mic in white. I need a mic with that badass fat booty chick. I need the white with the Ethiopian girl. I need the white from the Bankhead, the West Side. Like they gonna get all my babies.
It's a dumb reason. It's a very dumb reason why some niggas might. I wouldn't do it, but it's a dumb reason why we might do it, and a simple reason, cause it feel good.
It's an ego thing.
Yeah, it's an ego thing to feel good.
My sons is
Yeah. That's a compliment. That's like, girl, I'm gonna get you pregnant. That's a compliment.
Okay, tell me, explain that. Why is that a compliment?
Because it's like,
Why is that?
we look at her like, okay, she carried my seed. Cause we ain't just shooting up in anybody.
That's
we
a
look,
lot,
bro.
yeah, huh?
Niggas be shooting up anything, bro. What you talking about?
I don't know what life you been living,
Hold on, let me see that shit real quick, bro. So you sitting up and telling me, bro, y'all niggas ain't never bust down a little ugly broad?
You telling them.
I've seen it.
My nigga, look.
Niggas know they, bro.
Niggas know they be lying.
Talk to your mans over
That
here.
is true.
Niggas know y'all be lying, bro.
I've seen it.
So hold on, here we go
He's a
again.
man.
But here we go
That's
again.
what I'm saying, bro.
So you
And
saying
y'all
you
be keeping
went.
them low key too.
Yeah, we gonna keep it low key.
Hold on. So you
Go ahead,
be
bro.
throwing me off. You would bust down. You wouldn't bust down Lizzo, but you said you would nut up in the ugly chick.
No, I didn't say that.
No,
I didn't say that. I'm saying I know some niggas out here.
I know some niggas out here that'll hit some
Yes.
dragons, bro.
Dragons.
Some dragons, bro.
What you
Yeah.
So you ain't never nut
Hold
up.
up.
That's what he just said.
What you mean?
You say you ain't never nut up in the ugly chick. That what you
No, I ain't never did that, bro.
No, you putting it out there like we all did it though.
Every nigga know y'all niggas hit something ugly, bro. Stop lying, bro. You had a dry spell. Y'all know your niggas. Stop playing, bro.
Bro, I didn't hit something big, but I ain't say ugly. What you mean? Shooting
You said shooting up there?
Right.
No.
I said I know some niggas that have done that.
But you convinced.
You said no. You said
I done said the big now. Big, yeah.
no.
But
What
they ain't
did you
ugly.
say, bro? What did you say? You said you knew niggas that did. What'd you say?
Come here, say what? No, listen, bro. I done said, look, I done hit some big ones now, but they wasn't ugly. Now they wasn't ugly. You said just nothing up in anything.
No, you
bro.
said.
Y'all are funny.
I don't want to get that, bro. I just want you just said that, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you why. I'm saying like we all like we didn't have one, but we not just shooting up in anything. It's like
I agree.
you said, but the way you said right.
No, but you said men don't just be shooting up at anything. I'm saying men do that.
Okay, you have some
That's
that
what I'm
do
saying.
it,
Okay, that's
but
what I'm
you
saying.
saying you making it seem like majority
A lot
do
of
it.
niggas, bro.
And I can agree.
How many niggas in the world? How many niggas in the world? It's like a billion. It's a billion.
Listen,
It's a billion.
we hate as women. We hate to see it. Like I know that I've dated somebody and seen their previous and was like, oh baby.
She might ain't moved.
Nah, that's a turn off for me too. Cause it's
a
like
fact.
if you willing to you did that one, you did that number.
Hey,
But is it future baby mom like his baby mom? Are they ugly?
One of
One of 'em is-
one of them.
I like.
Is it not a sense of like
He's
territory,
talking about
marking your territory when you
No.
get these women pregnant?
I'm gonna be with
Future
it.
is
No,
probably
I'm gonna say
his
no.
recent baby mama ugly. He's
No,
talking down on her.
Who? Eliza Rayner's not ugly though.
She's not ugly.
That's what I'm saying. That's that light skin complexion. I think these light skin they be overrating these light skin girls. Like, but no, a couple Futures girls. They
What the
was
fuck
they
be
were
wrong
ugly,
with
bro.
Future? Like he can't hold his nuts?
No, man. Listen.
he thinks she ugly.
You said what?
I said, like she said,
He
he
is
thinks.
speaking very negative about that girl right now. Like he's made comments about her being ugly. And,
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, I think he's just bitter right now though because she won that case. And
Future, I like you.
I know. That's why I said I
appreciate
hate
that,
to see
Future.
him like this.
I think
I'm a
it's-
Future fan.
I think it's
When he
fear, bro.
When he gets to acting bad
I really
like
think it's
that,
fear.
that's
And
what
why,
I
man?
think.
Well, I ain't gonna say fear,
You
but
did that. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right,
So you
right.
can't. You know you can't.
I'm gonna bring up what I said. I'm gonna tell you about what we gonna talk
No,
about.
you said fear.
I think they doing it without knowing what they doing. We be doing without knowing what we doing.
He did say that too.
Like it's just
How
like
you not know what you're
That's
doing?
sad.
no. Listen, what I'm saying, like, cause I was talking to me and my girl talking about this. Like, I don't. But I think it was a point in time. Like I said, I don't know. We talked about it already, but I think y'all ran it first, man. I think women ran it first.
We ran the first.
Y'all ran the world first. Like y'all was in power. Y'all had this shit 1st and the men was in y'all position. And in some ways, somehow, we just got, now we're into power. Now niggas is trying to, well, I ain't for niggas, but men are just trying to keep that power, man. And that's what I think that is. That's why I think, because it's almost like, you know how white people act like towards niggas, like, for what? Why are we acting like that? Why they act like that towards, white people have this hate towards black people. I ain't gonna say men hate women, but we try to establish some sort of dominance over women.
I was gonna say.
So it's almost the same thing. It's almost the same thing the way white people act.
Well, I agree with you a little bit on that though. Like, we try to hold that dominance over them. Oh man, it broke the mic. God damn. But I can see why you said it. Like, we try to, hold that dominance over them. You know what I mean? So, like I told you before, I think women are gods because they do stuff with their body. They give life. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying that. But to say that, a lot of times you know what you're doing when you're going into it. It's just the fact that you trying to achieve something is a feeling that you're trying to achieve when you're going into it. And so you can't really say, well, you don't know what you're doing, because a lot of times you do know what you're doing, like, because you been in that fit where you just messed up, or you almost about to pass out, but in your right mind, you know, like, damn, you alert enough to try to get some, you know, some sex and shit. You know what's going on, but you just want that. It's like that feeling you want. You know what I'm saying? So to say that you don't know what you're doing, I can't agree with that.
I've talked to the reason I had a guy, because you're not even my friend. I hope you're listening. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. So I mean, I keep it a buck.
Hope you're watching.
I keep it a buck. He was a guy I met. He swiped right on Tinder. And I'm just kidding. But he was Nigerian. He said that his dad.
He won't pull it out.
It was that it's about 9 or 15 of them. It's some odd number like that in the States, that his dad purposely just kind of left the seeds with no intentions on caring for them as a father. He just felt like his responsibility as a God, and his right is to, you know what I mean, reproduce. And so, you know, he just you know what I mean? He didn't want, he felt like the person that he ran into obviously was put in the path for him for a purpose. And, you know, if they were, you know, he felt like it was a gift to that person to be able to bear sons and daughters. And that, you know, this region of the world should hold seeds that, you know, are descendants from him. And no woman that he ran across was going to be denied of that. Like, he doesn't wait.
The easy way or the hard way. Huh?
And he went back to Nigeria, and he never raised them. He doesn't even, you know what I mean, have a relationship with them. And so I was like, why do guys, you know, do that? Like, it's, and he was like, you know, that's normal. Like, leaving seeds, that's normal. Like, they don't, I didn't understand, but I was like, is that a sense of dominance? Is that, like, what
it sounds like it to me, honestly.
Because he related to like animals like procreate, they mate, and they go away. Like, they don't.
Yeah.
And the mothers raise them, and the people go into society, they be, you know, or they go into the flock and the herd, and they add to the multiplication of the herd, and that's it. Like, you left a soldier, and that's my gift to you because I'm a soldier. But speaking on ugly women, let me stop y'all for it though. How y'all gonna act like ugly women? Would you look cute as a woman? That's what ugly women come from. Your ugly ass.
So yeah.
Huh?
My sister pretty, so yeah, I think I would choose one. I seen my sister.
I'm just saying, like, y'all hard on ugly women. Let me tell you where ugly comes from.
I don't call people ugly. I just say they got strong features. I don't. Really
Why I gotta be strong?
Damn.
Some of them.
That's worse.
What is up?
No, like,
I don't know.
I got strong features.
Would you tell an ugly person that?
Not to their face. I would say, like, you got, like, okay. I mean, you got. I would call nobody, but it's better than calling them ugly though. Like, bro, strong is worse.
Yes,
They're just coming out saying.
If somebody.
So hold on, you know, ugly. Hold on. I hate to go. I hate to go deep on y'all again. It's like normal, but I hate to go deep. But like, you know, words are spellings, right? So when you say ugly, you really, you know, you cursing somebody, you call it ugly. Like I would rather say strong. Like, but off their characteristics though. Like, I don't mean like off their personality, because I don't come out and say people ugly. I call people ugly based really off how they act. Because so for real, I do. I don't really call nobody ugly because I know how, you know, words.
And then what they say? What features strong?
I can say hands.
How do you tell somebody? Hold on, wait a minute. How do you just tell somebody
what?
that you're not strong?
Like, you would rather say.
Like, what about me that's strong features?
Because that's gonna be me. If you say I got strong features,
it's better than face, right?
No.
It's better than face, right?
So okay, so if it was the face,
Strong hands.
what you gonna say?
If it was a face,
strong features. What's strong about my features, babe?
I'm like, you cool, you know what I'm saying? I can say hand, like, it's ways around it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I say you cool, you know what I mean?
Just hold that.
But you rather call them ugly.
Just don't even.
Is that what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm saying. What's worse?
If you don't want to be,
You know what? I've never asked
So you
you
gonna call
that.
somebody ugly?
I'm not about to go through all that explaining.
So you gonna call them ugly?
Yeah.
So what's worse? What's worse?
It's easier.
What's worse? What's worse?
Just keep it. Just keep it.
Just lie.
No, don't even say it.
Just lie.
Strong features are ugly.
Right. Which what?
That's crazy to me. How you saying it? What's your approach?
I didn't have that.
I want to know.
Because I've never had a conversation with an ugly person and let them know how I feel. Like, how y'all do that? Like, how does it happen?
Yeah.
Well, you break it. You say, just say, they cool. Just like I don't look at you like you say.
Oh, you cool? Like.
All right, just say I don't look at you like that. Yeah. Right. Yeah, you cool. I don't look at you like that. Yeah. Yes. Just because y'all more, loving, care. Y'all break it down easy.
We easy. It ain't like you handsome.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Y'all like it's not like that.
Right.
But y'all know, like,
to say that.
There's a way to eliminate ugliness, if you will, because it's all about gene pooling and gene selection. Like, a lot of white people practice this often, where they want to keep or retain certain genes that they feel is a recessive trait in their family and beauty. So, like, if you want to make pretty babies, you got to find like pretty baby or like people who have different genes.
It's usually the ugly people that make the pretty baby.
I should say that it depends on the genes. Like, you got like, okay, if my face with your nose, with my eyes, with your hair might make a pretty baby, we can roll the risk on that. But if you really just like the disproportionate features, which people like that exist, or if you have like bad genes for skin, and you go find another skin person with bad genes or eczema. Or if you're matching yourself with somebody, you have hair issues, they have hair issues, like you don't grow hair, the baby got brows and eyelashes and shit, and they don't grow facial hair, they just got these blunt features. It's the results of poor decision making. Like that's just fucking without a purpose. Like you're not fucking, you're not having sex to select a partner to, create a certain type of person, which you should be thinking like a certain person with a certain character. Some people match with people for athletic abilities, agility, and stuff like that. Like I want them to have certain speed or certain
Hence the white and the black people.
like honestly, like you know what I mean.
Give me a black one.
So y'all know that's just one of them nights that y'all was fucking off and you wasn't matching for family.
You wasn't thinking about
wasn't thinking about that night.
So that's when the guys just shooting up.
We can't control. A lot of times just
Shooting
come
up
out.
in.
We don't even.
Guess it?
That's what I'm saying.
I guess that's just one of those.
But that's happening though. That's why the black dudes, special ugly dudes, special athletes, y'all go find exotic looking women, because that's the only way your ugly ass jeans gonna get carried across. You knew that. Like I see some decisions, I'm like, that was a good decision. That was a good decision for you because you're really dark. So if you don't want, like you had issues as a kid, you couldn't go. You're really dark and you kind of chubby. You couldn't have found a woman that looked like you and your mother. You would have been still, if you don't like the way you look, you would have been perpetuating that look for your legacy. So you had to go completely left field just to kind of rewrite your genetic code. And so I get it, but I mean, the reason that ugly people exist is because y'all wasn't doing that.
Y'all say y'all don't, when y'all be shooting up. Is that what y'all just said? What y'all just said? If I just heard the right thing? Yeah. What y'all just say?
Yeah. You shot up the cloud too?
No, you said you ain't know though. What did I hear?
Yeah,
sometimes you don't know what, bro.
Sometimes you don't know.
How do you not know?
Drunk, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know when I'm drunk, bro.
So you know when you fucking somebody ugly, right?
If you know what you know, bro.
So you tell me. Hold on. So you know when you fucking somebody ugly, right? Bring it back, huh?
Are you talking about when you drunk?
You see, I just threw that loop. You see, I threw that alley-oop. I knew you was gonna come back. You just fell for it. You know when you fucking somebody ugly, right? I just want to know. You know that, right? You know that, right?
When you drunk?
Yes, bro. When I'm drunk, bro, I know what the fuck going on.
Okay, then. So you know you fucking somebody ugly, right?
I ain't afraid to say. I ain't afraid to.
Okay. It happens now. It happens now.
It happens.
So
y'all the ones be lying, bro.
Who lied? I said, listen. No, I said I fucked somebody big before. Like that was pretty, but that wasn't ugly. No. Huh?
I heard they got good coochie.
Big girls? Yeah. Big girls,
They got good coochie. They got
head game was on point and everything. For real.
So sis, going to last week, sis, an ugly girl can satisfy all of your sexual desires at a high level. Would you not make her your woman? And for women, I've said no. I've said no to men who are ugly, who had good qualities, because I said I can't see myself bringing kids in the world with your genes. Like you got 18 teeth, you got 22 teeth on the top.
You ain't never seen Future
I don't
first
want
baby
that.
mama,
I don't
bitch.
want that for my kids. Honestly, it's costly. You know what I mean? I think you cool. Like, let's stay friends. You think you, but you know that gene fucked up. I'm not finna do that to my why would I do that?
To your legacy.
To my legacy, like my family. Like we didn't do that.
All I know is niggas be lying.
That's not. I don't say ugly though. I don't say ugly. I'm like that's a fucked up gene you got.
You say fucked up jeans? Hold on now.
Like I had a.
No ugly man hit and strong features.
All this is a lot.
You have never seen somebody and was like, okay, maybe it wasn't physical. You was like, yo, like your knees knock need, and I don't want my damn kids to have no knock knees. And fucking with your knock need ass. I don't have no
So you
knock
like
need
you
ass
cool
kids.
then?
Huh?
You
You
just
supposed
say
to know that. You supposed to know that.
So
out
what
the
if a
gate.
nigga like got all his shit together? You know.
You see him walking towards you.
Right. He you know he look good, right? He see he got his shit together. He built, you know what I'm saying, got his credit, house, all that shit, all that. But no, he got a little, you know, the little arm like. But what?
I know somebody like that. Right now, he was gorgeous, super gorgeous. He had some type of spinal issue and it messed up his limbs or whatever. And I'm like, yo, and you bad, you sexy, said like he fucked me up because he stood up and walked, and I was like, damn.
See, that's.
And tried to lag behind, like I was like, "What's up? What you walking?" And he tried to hide it. He was good at conditioning himself to try to hide it. And eventually, I was like, "Yo, tell me what's your deal? Like, I see you hiding with this jackets and shit. Like, let me see. Like,
So what was it again? It wasn't a
So
little
why you ain't
arm.
fuck with him,
It wasn't a
though?
little
No,
arm.
it fucked up his arms. Like it fucked up shit.
Probably like his side.
So the way he walked.
And he walked was like it was
Oh, like
off.
that.
But it was fine. I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not sitting on that dick. Sorry. No.
And that's
I'm
the
not doing that to
fucking
my
problem.
kids. Like I asked another one because
Was he born like that though?
Yeah, he was born like that. He was born like that. Cause I got sickle cell anemia trait, right? Okay. So it goes all the way back. Like people do this shit on purpose. Like you gotta do right about your family. You gotta think about your kids. So I'm like, one of my questions is, you got sickle cell anemia trait or sickle cell? Cause if we have kids, fuck the looks, they gonna be gorgeous, they gonna die. My mother died. Like I'm not fucking you. You gorgeous. Take your gorgeous ass on somewhere. And I would say that same thing to somebody who's fucked up. Yo, you died, man. Come on.
Cruel.
So you would fuck. So you would fuck with him, but you go fuck with a guy like Future.
I know I ain't gonna.
But I'm saying that's what.
That's
how I go, bro.
I would have fucked with Future before knowing his personality, but I'm big on personality, so that he wouldn't have been able to hide that from me for too long.
Yeah, you would know.
But I'm saying the girls usually go for the bad guys though. Y'all go for them niggas the one with the goddamn cerebral palsy, whatever.
Cerebral palsy. That's exactly what we got.
He probably would have.
I'm sorry if you
treat you the best.
I'm sorry if you listen.
The best ever.
I ain't
But the guy, but you instead of looking at him, you would go for a guy like Future.
You don't care about that?
I didn't want to do that to my kids. I think that his parents should have considered that as well. Like you can go to a nutritionist and they can kind of get your body.
You know the gene pool might skip a generation.
That's true. And those scenarios, that's something you can't control. But if you go to a nutritionist or a doctor and they sit up and go through y'all situations and be like, yo, your kid might have bad vision or you we go all the way down, like. You could prevent some of that shit. Oh, and he gonna have sickle cell anemia, cerebral pop. Man, fuck this. Hey, it was nice to meet you, boo. Give me a kiss. I don't want to get fertilized. Get back. You know what I mean? Like, not too much. Not too much.
I wouldn't even.
That's why I say I'm calling him ugly, bro. That's why I say I'm calling him ugly, bro.
I think I would just know initially. Like I wouldn't even put myself in this situation if I seen an ugly person. I wouldn't even get involved. Just don't even do it. And then hold your comments. Like, don't tell somebody they got strong features.
Because I know women, they've been through like so much, like even with the guys that they choose, like, oh, I want a guy like this, or I want a guy like that. They choose him, then he don't do shit for them. Like, he don't do nothing. He'll wash their car. He don't do nothing. He don't iron clothes, nothing like that. Then you say, well, look, I'm gonna give him a chance. He might be, this and that. He might be fat or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I actually, one of my best friend's sisters, she had a guy. She had a guy dudes be, she very attractive. Dudes be treating her wrong and stuff like that. So she gave this dude a chance, this big dude a chance or whatever. And so I came to the house, I'm asking, I'm like, so how's it going? And then my best friend dad was like, Stacy, tell him what you. She's like, well, I don't mess with him. I ain't messing with him because we had sex and he had a little dick. But that was it.
Whoa, I don't know if you're ready for that. We probably should
But
say
that's what I'm saying.
that would be a good conversation to have.
But he had the car, the money, but she was tired of all the other dudes that she go, the guys that's cause she like works out a lot, so she was going out with guys that's like big and everything.
That's crazy. Like a lot of women have. Listen, we were talking about that sex shit last week. A lot of women that's at the top of the list too. They the sex thing, like he was just saying.
I know
that's it, but they might not admit. I'm not saying that's the main thing, but that's at least I would say in they top 5.
Yeah, you have to be.
Yeah, right.
Okay? And don't even approach if you're not. I feel like as a man, don't bring it this way. No, and I can give you confidence in that. There's nothing I can do with that. What do you mean he don't know? He knows what he got.
But he might think you
So
might like it.
It's all in the emotion of the ocean.
The boyfriend didn't know. Like, I'm sorry.
I guess he thought he was gonna put it down. I don't know what he thought.
Oh, that is so.
So speaking of genitals,
Men know.
for the women, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
So, because men don't like women. We won't go for little dicks. Do y'all go for ugly vaginas, like the ones?
Now if it's wore out, the shit hanging out.
Come on.
probably-
Coochie looking like that.
Shit.
Oh my
How
god.
y'all know?
Listen,
That's a
some
real
niggas ain't
thing.
gonna turn this shit down, but I mean,
Bro, that's you hear what I'm saying?
That's not.
But you ain't fuck the other girl.
some niggas. I said some.
Get all the niggas be doing they be fucking these other girls, bro.
I did say, I said some niggas might not turn this shit down. On the other end, some niggas will. It's just that simple.
It's a lot of niggas,
because,
bro.
but the reason, the reason I said it because we are sexual creatures.
Okay.
Niggas don't give a fuck. That's why I said it. I ain't taking the fact back that you about the ugly shit.
I know you hit you.
So you think a man,
I know you did,
while they
dog.
drunk? While they drunk, they not looking at that?
I do.
Oh my god.
So you drunk there? You talking? Let me see.
Hold up.
No, I'm just talking about in general, like pretty.
But you eat ass, but that's not the same. No, I got evidence. But it's the same. Shay.
Oh, don't bring her in.
Shay.
Oh my god.
Shay. Look.
Hey, we gonna finish off with y'all. We're gonna finish off with y'all about y'all music. I'm glad y'all came on. We were gonna get into y'all music before we gonna call this day, man. So we're gonna tell you.
Yeah, let's sing some. Let's everybody.
let me-
I ain't want to put y'all on the spot, but if y'all want to, little note like that, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. I mean, it's up to y'all if y'all do what y'all want to do. So
Come on, baby.
share your podcast. I mean, your IG, your album, all that. And, hit it enough you can.
Damn.
I mean, I.
I'm usually really shy when it comes to that, but I'm comfortable
brought
with
it
that.
up.
I know, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
I was gonna say it's her motherfucking idea, wasn't it?
Shit, that's our idea.
Damn.
Look, she like, damn. Don't be trying to come on.
Okay, so again, I go by the name of PHABABY. You can find me on all social media platforms and our streaming networks, or streaming platforms as well, at Faye PHABABY. Like I said, I got a song out called "Love's Fuck Ain't Gonna EP," or EP's potential, but really definitely a single coming out this summer because I'm a summer baby. Leo season, what's up? I gotta bring us out in some dope visuals. Hopefully with coronavirus coming to a close, we'll go back and bopping in our clubs and doing our sets and our show because I'm a band singer. But I've been feeling a song. I'm gonna do a cover. I've been feeling Jessie Reyes because it kind of falls in alignment with the song that I wrote, and it's called Figures. So let's go.
Let's go.
Figures. I'm the bad guy 'cause I can't learn to trust. Love figures. You say sorry once and you think that's enough. I got a lineup of girls and a lineup of guys begging for me just to give them a try. Figures. Willing to stay 'cause I'm sick for your love.
Do we snap to that? How do we do that?
Yeah.
Is that what we do?
I like that.
Okay, I like that.
I wish I could hurt you back. Love, what would you do would you feel if you couldn't get me back? That's what I wish I could do to you. Oh, to you love the figures.
Hey.
Oh, I love it. That was a vibe.
You next, bro?
I guess.
Yeah,
So I'm Teron Parks, man. Y'all can follow me at tpart_5. You know, IG, Facebook. It's TeronParksMusic.com. I mean, Teron Parks Music. My website is TeronParksMusic.com. So I'm gonna do a little. I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it to some 2000 R&B.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a cover by Jay Holiday.
Okay.
Y'all know Jay Holiday?
Yes. Come on, do that one.
I got some there. So, let's see. Girl, it's my pleasure to do whatever you like. And if you say it, then I will do it all night. You got me screaming, my baby. Girl, I wanna know if I want you, if I dine you, will you wake up in the morning in my bed? Don't you tell me no. From the car to the crib, we ain't got that far, no. From the room to the room, I got something for you, yeah. So hop up in this tub and show your boy some love. Baby, I just wanna thank you. I wanna thank you for this lovely evening. I wanna thank you for this time we spent. Let me show my appreciation. I wanna bang your back until the morning comes. Whoa. Now baby, I wanna take my time and put my face in places, oh, that's gonna blow your mind. Cause what I wanna do to you ain't never been done to you, and gonna put my name on it, have you screaming different languages, girl, while we're making love all around the world. When we're in France, it's just I'm on, and Spain, it's me, I'm on. At the crib, we on the floor. Baby, I just wanna thank you. Yeah, that's it.
That's my song too. So my name is Miss Casey Baby. That's MZKAYCEEBABY. I just recently covered a song that is on my page. So it's "Pussy Fairy" by Janae Aika. So I'll give y'all a little bit of that today.
Okay.
Some of that. Pussy Fairy. Pussy Fairy.
See how y'all act? Okay, for real. I know you love fucking me. Baby, I can tell by the way you're in love with me. And you can't get enough of me, yeah. Well, I guess it's looking like you stuck with me, 'cause I got you sprung off in the springtime. Fuck all your free time. You don't need no me time. That's you and me time. And we be getting so loud. That dick make my soul smile. That dick make me so damn proud.
Look at that right there, boy. We got 3 on lit out of these motherfuckers, boy. Boo, boo, boo. Twitter podcast. Booyah. We out, bro. Twitter podcast.
Kick shit cause I'm on my time, yo. Yo, kick shit cause I'm on my time, yo. Kick shit cause I'm on my time.